दोस्तों आज बात करने जा रहे हैं असेसमेंट, पासिंग एंड प्रमोशन क्राइटेरिया फॉर MBBS प्रोग्राम एज पर MCI मीन्स मेडिकल काउंसिल ऑफ इंडिया एंड GMER मीन्स ग्रेजुएट मेडिकल एजुकेशन रेगुलेशन एंड गैजेट ऑफ इंडिया। तो इसमें जो भी पॉइंट मैंने डिस्कस किया है बेसिकली मैंने ये पॉइंट MCI से उठाया है, कुछ पॉइंट GMER के रेगुलेशन से लिया है और कुछ पॉइंट गैजेट ऑफ इंडिया से लिया है। तीनों को मिला के मैंने ये कुछ टॉपिक सिलेक्ट किया है। तो इस टॉपिक के माध्यम से आप जान सकते हैं कि हाउ असेसमेंट इज डन इन MBBS प्रोग्राम, व्हाट इज पासिंग क्राइटेरिया एंड हाउ स्टूडेंट प्रमोट फ्रॉम 1 year to 2nd year. So let's start this video and discuss each and every point. So first part is attendance. So basically what is attendance criteria? So in MBBS program 75% of attendance required in theory and 80% of attendance required in practical classes. So attendance requirements are 75% in theory and 80% in practical oblique clinical for eligibility to appear for the examination in that particular subject. There is a condition: if subject that are taught in more than one phase, the learner must have to secure 75% attendance in theory and 80% attendance in practical in each phase of instruction in that particular subjects. So मान लीजिए कोई भी सब्जेक्ट अगर 2 फेज में कवर किया गया है तो ये मैंडेटरी है कि स्टूडेंट का हर फेज में थ्योरी में 75% और प्रैक्टिकल में 80% होना चाहिए, देन स्टूडेंट कैन अपीयर इन द यूनिवर्सिटी फाइनल examination or institute final examination. Now there are two type of assessment in MBBS program. One is internal assessment or second is final exam, that is called as a external assessment. So in case of internal assessment, it shall be based on day-to-day assessment, evaluation of a student, assignment, preparation of seminar, क्लिनिकल केस प्रेजेंटेशन। मीन्स इस केस में क्या है, इसमें जो इंटरनल असेसमेंट होता है वो डे बाई डे होता है कि पर्टिकुलर डे में स्टूडेंट ने क्या किया है, उसका लॉग बुक क्या है, उसने क्या क्या काम किया है। तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि बेसिकली हर पॉइंट पे हर काम पे उसे कुछ मार्क्स मिलते हैं। सो रेगुलर पीरियोडिकल एग्जामिनेशन शैल बी कंडक्टेड थ्रू आउट द कोर्स. Day-to-date records should be given importance during the internal assessment. Weightage for the internal assessment shall be 20% of the total marks in the each subject. A student must secure at least 50% marks of the total marks fixed for internal assessment in a particular subject in order to eligible to appear in final university examination of that particular subject. Means a student have to score 50% of internal marks to appear in the university examination. Okay. And internal assessment should be given importance of the day-to-day assessment. So here this is a particular day-to-day note. So internal assessment shall relate to different ways in which student participation in learning process during the semester is evaluated. So there are some example how we can evaluate the internal assessment of any student. So these are some point. By using this point we can assess the performance of a student. One is preparation of subject for student seminar, preparation of a clinical case for discussion, clinical case study, problem solving exercise, participation in project for healthcare in community. Proficiency is carrying out a particular skill in a small research project, multiple choice question test after completion of a system teaching. So there are various ways by which we can evaluate or we can intern assess the student. Now as we discussed, internal assessment is ongoing process. So regular periodic examination shall be conducted throughout the course. So there shall be no less than 3 internal assessment examination. Means in case of MBBS this is mandatory. There should be at least three internal assessment examination in each preclinical or paraclinical subject, and no less than 2 examination in each clinical subject in a professional year. Okay. When subjects are taught in more than one phase, the internal assessment must be done in each phase and must contribute proportionately to final assessment. Means अगर कोई भी सब्जेक्ट मान लीजिए 2 फेज में पढ़ाया गया है, then there should be 3 internal assessment in first phase and also 3 in second phase. नीचे से learner must secure at least 50% marks of the total marks combined in theory and practical assigned for internal assessment in particular subject in order to eligible for appearing at the final university examination of that particular subject. Now result. So the result of internal assessment should be displayed on the notice board within 1 to 2 week of the test. Means within 1 से 2 week में जो भी internal assessment कंडक्ट हुए हैं उसका रिजल्ट डिस्प्ले हो जाना चाहिए. यूनिवर्सिटी कॉलेज कैन फॉर्मुलेट द रिमेडियल पॉलिसी फॉर स्टूडेंट. जो भी स्टूडेंट जो भी क्राइटेरिया है, अगर वो क्वालिफाइंग स्कोर नहीं ला पाते हैं, देन यूनिवर्सिटी या इंस्टीट्यूट कैन फॉर्मुलेट सम पॉलिसी इन सम रूल फॉर देयर रिमेडियल एग्जामिनेशन. मे बी हो सकता है कुछ there are some reason by that student can miss the examination, some student do not score qualifying mark. So for this type of student, university can formulate remedial policy, and also they can conduct examination according to their convenient. So a candidate who has not secured required aggregate marks in the internal assessment may be provisionally permitted to appear for university examination, but he or she has to successfully complete the remedial measure prescribed by the institute, as the case may be, prior to declaration of his or her result in that particular phase. Means अगर कोई स्टूडेंट रिक्वायर्ड मार्क्स इंटरनल में स्कोर नहीं कर पाता है, यूनिवर्सिटी या कॉलेज कैन give permission to appear in the final university examination, but before the declaring the result of final examination, student have to pass their internal assessment. Failure to meet the prescribed 50% marks in internal assessment after having remedial measure will lead to annulment of the result of the candidate in that particular subject in the university or institute final examination. Now talking about external assessment. So there shall be one final university institute main examination in a year, and supplementary examination shall not be conducted later than 90 days from the date of declaration of the result of the main examination. देखिए इसमें MBBS में कंडीशन क्या है कि जो भी सप्लीमेंट्री एग्जामिनेशन है वो विदिन 90 डेज हो जानी चाहिए. इन केस मान लीजिए स्टूडेंट फाइनल में अपीयर हुए, कुछ स्टूडेंट फेल हो जाते हैं, कुछ स्टूडेंट रिक्वायर्ड क्वालिफाई मार्क्स स्कोर नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, कुछ बच्चे एब्सेंट हैं, तो उनके लिए जो भी सप्लीमेंट्री एग्जामिनेशन कंडक्ट किया जाएगा वो दैट शुड बी विद इन 90 डेज. इस पर क्या होगा कि जो स्टूडेंट है जो भी स्टूडेंट एग्ज़ाम पास करता है तो एटलीस्ट वो जो हमारा बैच चल रहा है रेगुलर बैच, उसके साथ वो कोर्स अटेंड कर सकता है. जो बाकी बच्चे हैं दे कैन अपीयर फॉर एग्जामिनेशन इन दी सब्सिक्वेंट ईयर. So student must secure 50% of marks separately in theory and practical. Practical means practical plus viva to pass the final university institute examination in that particular subject. Means student must have to pass separately in theory, in practical and internal assessment component of each subject. अगर कोई बच्चा किसी भी component में fail होता है then he or she has to appear again in the all the component. So if any student fail in any component of subject, he or she has to reappear in supplementary examination of the all component of that particular subject, including theory, practical, internal assessment, external assessment. Now, what is criteria for promotion in next higher examination? A learner who fails in any one or more subject of the first year MBBS examination shall not be allowed to join second year MBBS professional course unless she or he passes all subject of first year MBBS examination. Means जो भी student है, this is mandatory to firstly clear the first year MBBS examination, then he or she can allow for the professional courses in second year. So no more than 4 attempts shall be allowed for a candidate to pass first year MBBS examination. The total period of successful completion of first year MBBS course shall not exceed 4 years. Means कोई भी स्टूडेंट उसको हम सिर्फ 4 अटेम्प्ट अलाउ कर सकते हैं टू क्लियर द फर्स्ट ईयर एग्जामिनेशन, एंड टोटल पीरियड ऑफ सक्सेसफुल कंप्लीशन ऑफ फर्स्ट ईयर शैल नॉट बी एक्सीड 4 years. मीन्स किसी भी स्टूडेंट को फर्स्ट ईयर कंप्लीट करने के लिए जो मैक्सिमम अटेम्प्ट अलाउड है दैट इज 4, और विद इन 4 year it is required to student clear their first year examination. A learner who fails in second year MBBS examination shall not be allowed to appear in third year MBBS part 1 examination unless he passes all subject of second year MBBS examination. Again, passing in third year MBBS part examination is not compulsory before starting part 2 training. However, passing of third year MBBS part 1 is compulsory for being eligible for third year MBBS part 2 examination. So there are some certain rule, and by this rule student can appear in next higher year examination. Firstly, main condition is first year. Means anyhow student have to clear their first year examination to appearing in second year, and no more than 4 attempts shall be allowed, and any student can clear their first year examination in 4 years. That is maximum allowed time period. Now gracing rule, so there are some confusion about this. I have no so much clarity about this, but as per MCI, or you can say the grace marks up to 5 marks may be awarded to a learner for clearing the examination as whole but not for clearing a subject. Means अगर किसी सब्जेक्ट में बच्चे को 5 नंबर देने से उसका पूरा एग्जाम क्लियर हो रहा है, then we can give the grace marks. Okay, otherwise we cannot provide. Yes, grace marks only applicable in theory examination, not in practical examination. So student have to pass practical examination anyhow. Okay, so grace marks not allowed in practical marks. So this is all information about assessment and passing, about passing and promotion criteria, which I want to discuss in this video. So let me just recap in a very quick manner. So 75% attendance required in theory and 80% attendance required in practical classes. Or internal assessment, it shall be based on day-to-day assessment, and there should be at least 3 internal assessment examination, and when subjects are taught in more than one phase, so every phase should conduct internal assessment, and 50% marks required to clear the internal assessment examination, and and supplementary examinations shall not be conducted later than 90 days from the date of declaration of the result, and a student must secure 50% marks separately in theory and practical examination to pass that particular subject. If student fail in any component, so student have to appear in all component for that particular subject, and permission to appear in next higher examination. So a learner who fails in any or more subject of the first year examination shall not be allowed to join second year MBBS program unless she or he passes all subject of first year MBBS examination, and no more than 4 attempts shall be allowed, and maximum 4 year allotted for a student to clear a first year examination. And who fails in second year, a student shall not be allowed to appear in third year MBBS part examination unless he or she passes all subject of second year. And passing in third year MBBS part 1 examination is not compulsory before starting part 2 training. However, passing of third year MBBS part is compulsory for being eligible for third year MBBS part 2nd examination. Now there are only 5 gracing marks allowed only in theory component. So thank you for watching this. Thank you.